Not. Welcome to live build with GreggEgg, Sonic Studio. I'm here making stuff, making my Sonic sculpture, and I'm kind of in a massive process. I'm doing several sculptures for a show, Sound Pedro, coming up in June 6th at the Angels Gate Cultural Affairs, Angel Gate Cultural Center in San Pedro. It's an old armory, and Sound Pedro is where 70 plus artists, sound artists, kind of converge and make it their own space. So I'm making a couple sculptures to present there and play, and yeah, maybe you'll show up. Right now I'm in the middle of this. I'm doing kernels. As you can see, they're resin, and I usually sand these sitting watching something. It's like just meditative work, but this is the next thing I have to do, because they're gonna go on to this one at the ends of these. So I made this piece to play, and it's going to be a little chalk. And that'll be on the end, along with this one. And I'm pretty sure this one. So it's going to be these three. And the, at the ends of this. So I just kind of sand them all up. Everything has to be kind of sanded up before it gets assembled, because once it's assembled, then it's a finished piece, and it's harder to sand and make nice, beautiful things. So what I'm doing today is sanding this like that. And it's kind of, this takes hours and hours to get to, something that you can, reflect light out of. And these in the sunlight and direct light really have like a way of going. The light comes and goes in different ways. Some are more dynamic than others. My fingernails are horrible. I'm trying to get us where you can see it right there. Kind of rare. Anyway, that is what I'm doing. And if you know anything about sanding, it's taking out the tool marks. Tool marks are the worst. There it is. This is what we're doing. I might get to wet sanding, but kind of dry sand the whole surface. I get all the surfaces. And, I go through different shapes. They're always weird. Sometimes they're round. And I'm kind of getting into this, diamondness. I think it's really like jewel centric kind of, you know what I mean? And once those are like full on polished, they kind of go something like that. But it takes a lot to get there. So that's what I'm doing. And because my light is right here, you get to see exactly what I'm doing. We'll see how far we go. Like I say, it takes hours. Okay, you can still see those lines. You can see them. You can just see them. If you can't see them, well, I know you probably can't really focus on them because I'm moving like a rabbit, but they're there, and they all have to be taken out. And like I say, it's a meditative thing. In building, it's like it's either, cutting something, making it smaller, attaching it, welding it, gluing it, sewing it on, or and then sanding it, finishing it, rubbing it with some liquid, and then it makes it all nice and shiny or something. But fabricating is just cutting and gluing and putting things together. Like cooking. Most of cooking is cutting vegetables. It's just cutting vegetables. That's all it is. You cut vegetables in different ways, and then you heat them up. Vegetables and meat and food and things. You just boil them, steam them, broil them, grill them, But it's not that big a deal. You just have to cut them up. Like, you want to make something polished, you have to sand it, and then sand it some more, and then rub it, and then it's, finished. So that's what I'm doing. Once again, I've glued up this whole box, which is very nice. I like how those look. Yet to be. This turned out very nice. Black walnut, burled maple. You can almost see it. Once I sand that, I'm going to sand this up. This has been sanded to like 220. But I want to sand it a little bit more, soften up the edges. Wow, that sounds super great. Whoa, check it out. I have my fancy dancy true tuner. C. C, solid C. And that is a C. Not to diverge too much, but C. Those are embedded tight. This one, it wants to be a D, but it's not in there. Something's wrong with that. It needs to be tighter. That's A, G, horrible sounding. C, C. Oh, A. So anyway, with a C box and C tuned, well, they're not really tuned. They were C when I did them the whole time. So it's not like I did anything special. I tried cutting them down and making them, does it get tighter? The material is C. That's what it is. So that's what that one is. So C, C, and C makes a C. Maybe it'll make a bigger C sound is what could happen. Sound. Thanks for all the messages and comments. Some of the comments are cryptic, which is okay. I want to say hi to Sandy and Mark again overseas, and Jerry and Jillian and Cougar. I know you're just watching with, interest right now. And everybody else out there in the world, howdy doody. Hope you're safe. Everybody's safe in our world right now. I can't even go there. My brain's totally, I can't. So hello everybody. Hello. Sandy. So I'm at 120. And if I can see lines at 120, forget it. Forget about it. You can't really. You can't move on. You can't go to 220 because you'll see them. It's a funny thing. No matter how much you sand or do stuff, sometimes you get to the end and you go, oh, I have to go back and do it. So that's kind of what I'm mitigating, just by being thorough and getting rid of all the little bit of things that are going to be noticed later on. And then this piece of sculpture, it's tool marks. I don't want noticed. I want it to be just like, how did you do that? How was that done? Well, if you watch it, you know. You pour stuff, you laminate it, you glue it up, and then cut it and sand it and polish it, and then put it on something, and then bling, ding, 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 ding. It's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah, it's funny. That piece of plastic is the same as that piece of plastic. And then you make it into something else, and then it becomes, I don't know, an object of desire. Because eventually, most all of these are pretty much going to be on the block to sell. Yeah. My website, like my book, next book, Ink, Words in Ink, are coming out. Technical difficulties and issues come up where it just pushes the time, and you just have to roll with it. Make something else. Keep rolling, keep going, keep going. Yeah, when I'm doing this, I eventually get covered with dust, plexi dust, resin dust, wood dust. It's amazing how much dust is taken, like just created. You know? Do you know? Check something. Check this. Oh. Hmm. All right, well, there you go. All right, pop out, pop out. Mm-hmm. Hmm. All right. Still sanding. 120. Then to 220. 300. 400. 600. Polish it up. And like I say, this is you're here for the long haul. This is the longest stuff, except for gluing. Gluing takes pretty much forever. That's the longest. You would think I would this is 120, I could go down 100, but these scratches were created by 80, so it's not like I can go down a lot and cut faster. It's just kind of the way it is. When I rush, that's when I have to do it over again. Not that it's a big deal to do it over again, but at some point it gets, you want to just not have to go back and do stuff because it's a pain in the butt. With doing prototypes, you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before something might work. Sometimes it's like after the first thing, it just happens, or you learn and you go, oh, you redo it. And I kind of learned, nothing is so difficult. It can't be done twice or 3 times. But it's always nice to be able to do something and just have it done, you know, right the first time. But that's also kind of a myth, like perfection. Something can be perfect, but it can be subjective. And I've seen a lot of, you know, acrylic art and, you know, people doing different things with it. I've showed these kernels, as I call them, in different forms, just as a kernel, sitting there, you know. But I like them on the end of my sculpture because they're pretty. You know, it makes it different. These facets take a little bit longer to get rid of stuff. When they're round and weird, it seems to just go faster. It's funny, the whole streaming, the real-time streaming. It's kind of like a one-cut video. Excuse you. Yes, that was spit. I put spit on my sculpture. That's water. Water has a way of translucenizing things. But I'm not ready to wet sand yet. Get all the dust off of it. When do you know it's done? That's one of the questions I ask when I'm doing my spotlight artist interviews, which I'm doing one with a massive artist right now, doing sculpture, metal, big metal stuff. Dave Tanich, he does big toolbox stuff. And how do you know when it's done? Some people know. They're making it. I know when this is done, this is kind of done. Done. This is kind of sort of done. I don't have to glue anymore on it. I'm gonna, sand, and I'm gonna assemble my little, sculptures on it. But, when it's done, it's done. That goes in, it's done. Painting sometimes, or some more subjective kind of, art. Sometimes is it done now? Is it done then? When is it? It's kind of up to the artist's choice. So I could polish this up right now. There'd be lines in it. It wouldn't be all that extreme, but I know those are tool marks for me that I left in there. Tool marks, whatever. It's part of the illusion of how do you do it, magic kind of thing, which I'm showing you how I'm doing it. It's not that mysterious. People are doing this for eons. Sanding, sculpting, making something. How did you make that person? Oh, you chipped away at. Almost. When all the facets are done, the jewel is ready to move on. Pressed in the inner sanctum of the earth, crushed to sheer beauty. Not really. I just made it. All right. Let's see. Dry. Kind of liking it. All right. Oh, that's right. 220. I'm late on 220. Let me get into a little wet sanding, which is a little bit different. Wet sanding speeds it up quite a bit, but it's just a little bit messier. And the better you clean up each surface, the easier it is. It actually goes faster. So patience is a virtue, as they say. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get that out of splash zone. When I do this type of work for a long time, I think of some of like the old sculptors when they're chipping away and then they're getting down filing and then sanding and back then they were basically sanding with pumice and different grits and things. It's sanding until you think it's a real person. You can see all the white. Now it's not dust in the air. It's collected. I can feel the sandpaper worn away. the same thing. Wood sanding, everything gets wet because it's wet. Water's wet. I suppose there's machines that could do this too, but okay. I have used machines to buff these out on the final whoop, buff. But this is hard to do to my liking. Because it's all about handwork. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. That was fast. Like I say, sometimes it goes fast. What am I looking for now? 600, no. 400,000, no. Where's my, hold on a second. All right. You hear the same thing. The same thing. Thank you for showing up. Thanks for watching my build. Getting ready for Sound Pedro, June 6th. And once again, this is all for Sound Pedro, June 6th, a sound festival for sound artists converging on the, what's it called? I'm sorry, Angel Gates Cultural Center. Angel Gates Cultural Center, June 6th, from 6 to 9. It's free, and it's pretty spectacular. There's a lot going on. So I'll have a space and making some noise with these sculptures. So that's what I'm doing. So there you go. Welcome to it. Welcome to the polishing of my kernel. You can see as it gets tighter and tighter, it gets faster and faster. I might take this all the way. We might polish it today. It'll probably take on a little bit longer, but it's one of those things. If you're into it, you're into it. And I'm into it. We're down to 400 grit, wet sanding. Yeah, I'm going to show you a trick. I'm going to show you a trick I learned a while back. How to polish something by hand. And that's going to come up in the next 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Let's see if we can do this in 10 minutes. If I just stay focused on task. Polish, 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 sand, 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 rub, 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 sand, 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 rub, 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 rub. I need an orchestra over there. Just kind of making sounds as I make sounds. Rub, 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 polish, 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 rub, rub, rub. Maybe not. Looks like it's coming along very nicely. Because I'm not seeing a lot of other scratches. So taking the time in the beginning makes the end faster. And wet sanding is pretty blazing. Digging it. Looks pretty good. Sometimes I'm just too fast. I'm like a machine. And it's always in the end when you do see the line, you go, oh, I missed the line, oh no. Mm-hmm. Heck yeah. The jewel is popping out. The farther you get going, the more the light That's what I'm digging. That's what I'm in it for. That light refraction, where you go, what's going on? What color is that? What is that? I love it. I love it. Oh, there's an inner glow. There's an inner glow. All right. 600. 600. We shall bring it down to 600. 600 is it. 600. We're doing it. All right. Precaution, precaution. Precautionary tale. Wetness gets everywhere. We use the pile. Here we go. Here we go. 600. Okay, remember where we're at. Oh yeah. Like glass. Mimicking glass. Yeah. So far, I'd give myself a B plus. I can't give an A yet until it's polished lightly, and any of the imperfections of the world show up. But right now, it looks pretty freaking good. Very good. Like super stoked. And I have a bunch more of these to do. And stick around for the polish. But yeah, I do these on my off time. Who has off time? Nobody has off time. That's for other people. I do have off time. It's like when I'm not eating. Eating's off time. Yeah. When it works, it works. Mm-hmm. Almost look through it. That is cool. I think. All right. Looks pretty good to me. No, I want 1,000. 1,000. Yeah. Yeah, that's the deal. You can totally tell. Wow. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh, we're close, we're close. This is so close to being sweetness. I don't see any big scratches popping out. Oh yeah. It's always in the end when it really just starts to go. That was like vocalizing glowing. I'm sure you got that. I basically go over each surface 1,000,000 times, and after 1,000,000, it's pretty much done. I'm pretty. That's about it, you know. While I'm talking, I'm counting, so it's one of those, you know, special talents. I just basically I sand every surface 1,000,000 times. Not really. 100,000. That'd be funny. Count how many times, how many rubs it takes to sand something. It's like how many licks does it take a lollipop to finish a lollipop? There's a date, dating, time signature, lollipop. Duders, dude. All right, here we go. Here goes the treat. I'll be back in a second. I have to go get my secret sauce. Secret sauce. It's not what you think it is. It is toothpaste. Toothpaste and abrasive paper. And you just get into a rhythm of rubbing. Rub, 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 rub. So it's either sanding, rubbing, gluing. This is where all the magic happens. All right. Freaking killer. So that's on just rubbing. Today is about rubbing, polish, sand, and there you are. The jewel of the Nile. Actually, the jewel of Los Angeles. Yep, that was just toothpaste. Take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down. And there you go. One more piece of art to amaze and go on to the end of another piece of art. That's going to go like that. Something like that, you know. But this one's going to go on there. This one's going on that one right there. So we'll just kind of keep it going. So there you are. Thanks for showing up. Sonic build. We did a little jewel right in front of you. Thanks for showing up. We'll see you on the next Tuesday, every Tuesday. And don't forget to check out Spotlight Artist Series and all of our other shows that are out there in the world on their own. And just check our page, Spotlight Artist Series, GreggEgg, and we'll see you on next Tuesday. Peace. Stay creative.